We made it to Fort Lauderdale. We got the car. We're going to go ahead and drive to South Beach. And then we got our event with Gary V, the Epic All Access event. Really excited to do this today. So let's get going. All right, Jake, we got the B-roll. Let's get out of here. So we're gonna go learn from Gary how to create and curate characters first, right? Then we're gonna go ahead and we get to make our own characters and NFTs. And then after that, we have a party, I guess you could say, at the Scope.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm guessing it's just like a hangout with all the people that are at the event. So you have to, so just a real quick backstory, you have to own a NFT that's either an access token or an epic rarity to get into this event that is a Veefriends NFT. And I think there's 600 of them or so.
Yeah.
But like, I bet there's probably only gonna be like 200 people here at the most.
Yeah.
Probably not very many. And so it should be relatively small.
Very exclusive.
So it should be great.
That's what, like a half an hour deal, right? The Hangout Hawk?
That's an hour.
It's an hour talk
Yeah.
over the a FaceTime call?
Yeah, and I got to talk to him for like, well, it was like 4.5 minutes. So, I mean, it's the Hangout Hawk is where it's at for sure. If you're looking for an NFT that's got some real utility, besides the gift goat, it's the Hangout Hawk for sure. So, anyways, we're gonna get going. We're gonna drive safely here, so we're gonna stop talking, I guess.
Look at people's pages to the left and right, keeping up with the Joneses. It doesn't matter if the person 2 seats over is a fucking Pablo Picasso, keep it chill, right? I think the advice I gave earlier is the biggest thing. I think the only way you'll actually make something right now that you're actually really jazzed about is if you go deeper into doing.
We just finished out at Timeout Market. We turned in our art projects. Mine was the tried and true turtle. It was very poorly drawn. There's not a copy of it, so I don't think anybody will see that one, but it will be an NFT if anyone wants to buy it. So here we are, we're gonna go check in at the hotel, and then we're gonna head to the Scope for the party. So let's get after it. All right, day 2 here in Miami. Good morning, everybody. We are at the Alacron Studios here to do our podcast. We got Dan, a couple other people coming through. Probably going to do 2 or 3. And then after this, we're not sure what we're doing. Hopefully we get to relax a little bit before we head out of here. So stay tuned. Episode 11, 12 of the Family Business Podcast coming at you.
We're like, oh, when the market's down, what do we do? And it's like, we buy. And it's like, okay, when the market plateaus, what are we doing? We buy. And I'm like, okay, but when the market's up, what are we doing? And we're like, okay, we're buying. Like, that's just like, you're always buying, right? Like,
there's more to it than just a contract, because that contract is me having a connection, a trust with another human being that I couldn't do before.
But the more honest you become with yourself, the more scary it gets because you realize you got more and more issues. And then that's when you need to be delicate and be like, oh, it's fine. Like, these 3 things are going to take some years. And, like, I'll do a little better next month and maybe it flares up again in a month. But it's this idea of, like, slow down. The beauty is you're taking the time to recognize your issues. And the other beauty is you got plenty of time to fix them.
All right, everybody, got 2 podcasts filmed for the Family Business Podcast here, South Beach, at the studio, Alacron Studios, 555. Really good podcast that we did, super happy with it. Now we're gonna grab some lunch, probably swing through a couple events, maybe crash a lunch of some people that we know, and we'll see what the night brings. Probably a couple events we'll go to, maybe do a little bit of networking, and man, it's been a really good trip, so we'll keep you along.